Pathmonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences, such as case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversion by 50%. Add Pathmonk to your website in seconds. Let the artificial intelligence do all the work. Get access to 50% more qualified leads so you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us out on pathmonk.com. On today's episode of Pathmonk Presents, I've got a very special guest who's joining me today. Please welcome Kyrus Keenan Westcott, who is the Executive Paid Director at 1SEO digital agency. So for all of you who don't know, Kyrus was raised in New Jersey. He loves telling stories and sharing his life experiences with the world. He's an actor, model, writer, producer, visual artist, and motivational influencer. He works day in and day out to encourage positivity and put a smile on your face. Now, for all of you who don't know, 1SEO digital agency is your one-stop shop for any success that you need, helping you in the digital realm. Kyrus, thank you so much for joining us today. It's an honor to have you on our show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you join us today. Thank you again so much. So for all of our listeners out there, tell us what does 1SEO digital agency do overall?
That's a great question. So you kind of mentioned this in your intro. We want to be a one-stop shop for any business out there, particularly small to medium-sized businesses. But we'll really honestly take anybody that's looking for a change in their digital marketing strategy. It's really difficult because I know that there's a lot of businesses out there that have gotten fleeced by digital agencies. There's a lot of places that are sometimes reluctant to go to a digital agency for a variety of reasons. We love to hear those stories. We want to be the type of location where you can go and, get the kind of service that you've really been looking for from other agencies and really make things as easy as possible for you and your business.
Amazing. Thanks for giving me, an overview highlight of what your company does. So who are your clients then? What industry do you typically serve? And then what would you say is the problem that you solve for them? I know you mentioned, changing their digital marketing strategy, but can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So when 1SEO was first founded, up until honestly, even a couple years ago, we were mainly located in the home service industry. So anything from roofing to HVAC to plumbing, that kind of side of things. Now, we still have an expertise in that. We still very much focus on that, but we're expanding. We have the staff and the talent to do so. So we're looking to, our clients right now, you name it, we probably have it from sports teams to nonprofit organizations like 800 Gambler, to restaurants, to funeral services. You name the industry, you name the type of business, we most likely have that in-house. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients that we serve legitimately every single day. And what we do is we want to hear what your pain points are when it comes to marketing. We want to hear what you're struggling with, why you're not growing, what is the issue, what can we do to pinpoint that issue, even if you're not sure what the issue is. What can we do to help your business go to the next level? That's what we do best with anybody that comes through our doors.
Amazing. That's really cool to hear, especially with how many industries you guys cater to.
Yes.
And it shows that your team really knows the dynamics of each industry and how to cater to those specific needs as well. So that's incredible.
Absolutely. Yeah, pretty much everybody that comes to work here needs to be proficient in any really ready for anything. We go in every single day and there's going to be a new thing that's put on my desk, and that's really exciting. Some people might be scared of stuff like that, but everybody at 1SEO, we come in ready to go. We get, these pain points put our way, and we're like, okay, let's hit the ground running and let's get some win for our clients.
Yeah, absolutely. That's incredible. I love it. Let's get some win for our clients. I love the attitude.
Yes.
So in terms of your clients, how do they typically find you then? What would you say is your top client acquisition channel?
That's a great question. So number one, I want to give out a shout out to our director of sales, Jill Spate. She is fantastic. Her and her team travel the world, honestly, talking to people, networking, and educating people on what 1SEO does. On top of that, we do have a really positive reputation, so word of mouth really does get around, and we let the results speak for themselves. So when a client comes through and they get good results, we want them to be able to feel comfortable sharing that with the people in their industry. So we quite often will get like a whole slew of people. Like, for example, we had a lot of garage door agents, our clients that came in recently because of the success that we had in the garage door industry. Word started to spread, and then people are like, okay, let's go to this agency right here. So word of mouth. And also Jill Spay, our director of sales, she is fantastic. And what's great about her is that she's able to listen to what you are struggling with and your business, and she's able to say, okay, this is what my team can do for you. Her and her entire team, man, they just come in and kill it every day.
Oh yeah, definitely. They sound like a powerhouse. That's an awesome.
Yeah. It's a good thing that what she's doing. She's amazing.
Yeah, she sounds like it. All right. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about the website. So in your opinion, what would you say are the major strengths of the 1SEO digital agency website? And where are there opportunities for room for improvement on the website as well?
That's a fantastic question. So one of the things that we have been focusing on as of late is transitioning to the next level when it comes to digital marketing, because there is a shift that's happening in the world of just digital everything right now, especially with AI, coming into play in a lot of different areas. So we have a team. Yeah, it's kind of insane, right?
Yeah.
But we have a team that's specifically dedicated to that. And what they're doing right now is they're going through and really scrubbing our website, saying, okay, this is what works, this is what doesn't work. For example, we believe that our website does a very good job at explaining who we are, who works here, what we specialize in, and why we specialize in it, and all the various different industries that we can assist with. With that being said, we obviously have to take things to the next level, and we recognize that. So, we're constantly updating our website. We're constantly adding in the things that, will help us rank, because even with Google's algorithm, things are changing by the minute, and we have to be ready for that. Because if we're not ready for that, how can we expect our clients to be ready for that? So we're going through that every day. We want to make sure that we're implementing the things that we're telling our clients. We want to practice what we preach.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, even looking at the website, you guys are really strong, like, contenders within the agency realm. I see what you guys do, very transparent, and you're experts in not only within some of the industries that you've mentioned, but also like being the bridge for a lot of these, even boutique or small enterprises, showing, hey, like, even if you don't know where you're going, we're here to help you bridge that gap. We're here to empower you and give you the tools you need to succeed in your business goals.
Absolutely. And that all comes down to two people that I want to point out here. And that is our CEO, CJ Bachman, who is a powerhouse when it comes to CEOs in the country. She is a fantastic leader. I love her to death. I've been working with her for 5 years now, and she inspires me every single day. I loved getting a chance to legit work next to her every day and see her work. And the other person is our COO, BJ Berge, who, I mean, he's on the floor. He's on the front lines with every single person that works there, troubleshooting, talking with our clients, finding out what we can do better, not just as leaders, but just as employees. What can we do better? What do our employees need to make our clients happy? So on and so forth. So CJ Bachman, BJ Berge, they know what they're doing, and I love working next to them.
That's awesome. And it helps too, where, you've got great leaders to where it's like, all right, I see what the work they're putting in, and empowers, not only you, but it becomes a waterfall effect.
It really does trickle down, honestly. And it starts with the very top, and CJ Bachman, she knows how to really honestly keep things going and keep people excited.
That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about you as a leader. So what do you do on a daily basis? What does the day look like for you?
I come in, I take a quick nap, I'll maybe check an email, and then, go home, eat some lunch, and then go home. No, so I'm the director of paid media at 1SEO Digital Agency. So what I do, I lead specifically the directors of the PPC team and the social media team report to me. And what I do is I want to make sure that, number one, the PPC team and the social media team are as fused together as possible, number one. Number two, I want to make sure that my directors have what they need to provide their teams with what they need, right? So we were just talking about the trickle-down effect. I want to be able to set that tone for my team so it can trickle down to them and then trickle down to their employees. We really want to be at the forefront of pay-per-click on Google, Bing. We want to be at the forefront of social media marketing on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, you name it. We want to be at the forefront of that. So it's my job every single day to come in and provide my team with what they need to get us there.
Yeah, absolutely. But I can like tell, you're very passionate about what you guys do. And,
Yeah.
and I think it's great too. Like,
Yeah.
it's a true testament as to, the company culture and the work you guys are putting out. And you guys do a lot of great stuff. I was like looking on your website and, seeing, your testimonials and the resources you guys provide. And it's really great what you guys are doing in-house.
I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to have the job that I have. I work with great people and I'm truly blessed. I love what I do. I love going into work every day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love to hear that. So now we're coming to the end of our interview and I'm gonna ask you some rapid fire questions.
Ooh, I'm ready. Okay, here we go.
Okay. All right. Just short and crisp answers.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. If there were no boundaries in technology, what would be the one thing you would want to have fixed in your role today as a marketer?
Oh man. Well, if there were no limits, I would want to make sure that all of my employees had the best training directly from the companies like Google, Facebook. I want to have consistent daily trainings with them so that they're always at the forefront. So if there was no limits, every day I want to be talking with them and then getting trained.
That would be a dream, honestly.
Yes.
Yes. And what is the last book that you read? Or if it's not a book, then the last podcast or the last audiobook that you listened to?
So I love that you asked that because number one, the last book that I read was a book called Runaway Jury by John Grisham. It's an oldie but a goodie. I love John Grisham and I reread that. But I'm also writing a book. So I've been spending a lot of time writing. Yeah, I'm writing a book on how you can embrace introversion, which will be released later this year. So I've been working on that a lot recently. So it's been really exciting for me.
Oh, that's super exciting. Okay, so
Yeah.
keep an eye out for when your new book.
Yes.
Cool. Amazing. All right. So I want to thank you so much for being on the show today. But I also want to give you the last word. If anyone were to forget about everything that we've talked about in your interview today, what is the one thing that you want them to remember about 1SEO digital agency overall?
One of the things that I always want to point to people is that when it comes to marketing, consistency and patience will always be your friend. I know we live in a world right now where we're looking for everything to be right here, right now. And that's understandable because that's what we're presented with. But when you're making a marketing strategy, you need to play the long game. A lot of times businesses and agencies come in, they want to play the short game. You got to play the long game if you want to see long-time success when it comes to marketing in your business, and you can stay around for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I agree with you too. Like, got to be consistent. You got to be patient because it's like there's only so much technology can do, but you got to be able to put in the work behind the scenes to get those results.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, Kyrus, thank you so much again for joining us today. It was a pleasure. And for all of our listeners out there, check us out next week on Pathmonk Presents.